Disclaimer: we are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals, just married. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. The mic crackles truth unrestricted. Voices raw like alleys at midnight. Spitting fire, no filter, just insight.
Hello, everybody. This is Glo from Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Today, I'm sitting across from Mr. Joel Rosario.
That was good.
That was excellent.
Not as good as me, but it was pretty good. Hi, everyone. It's Joel.
Yes. How are you doing today, Joel?
I'm doing okay. I'm getting over this thing, I guess.
We have a weather change, and I think everybody in the house is eventually going to get sick.
Yeah. Sick of Gloria.
And sick of Joel. I'm sick of him.
That was very good. I'm afraid of my job now. That I'm going to lose my job.
Be very afeared.
Be very... Oh, yeah, afeared. That was a glowism that we came up with in the Care Bear episode. If you guys haven't watched it, we have a video on YouTube. We did it on Halloween, and we were both dressed as Care Bears. So if you guys want to see myself and Gloria dressed as Care Bears, and get this, Gloria was the grumpy one.
What a shocker.
What a shocker. Well, Gloria, I am doing okay. I mean, I think I mentioned it before. I've been doing, actually, it's pretty sad when I, hesitate to, be like, yeah, I'm really good. It's like there's hesitation there. No, but I've been pretty decent. I mean, better than normal. And it's weird because,
just go with it.
Don't go with it. Don't question it.
Yep.
It's I mean, I used to be always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, things are going way too well. There's something gonna happen, right?
Don't call it into existence.
No, for sure. I'm not calling it. I'm just discussing it.
Discussing.
Well, what were we were just talking about stuff and we kicked the mics on. What were we going to be talking about?
Being grateful.
Yeah.
Thankful.
Yes. Thanksgiving is around the corner, depending on when we post this episode. Or it could be happening right now. You might be listening to us eating your turkey.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what everybody's doing on their Thanksgiving.
And your cranberries and what else?
Beans, greens.
Tomatoes, potatoes. That's how it goes.
I guess.
Yeah, just not the sweet potatoes. Ugh.
No, but yes, and we were also going to talk about being ungrateful and people that are ungrateful. So kind of to balance it out. You know?
Just kind of tossing things around.
Yin and yang. Also, depending on when you listen to this, it might be my birthday.
That's right. It is Gloria's birthday month.
Yes. Acknowledge it.
No.
Yes.
No, you deserve the world. If I could give you the world, I would give it to you, but I can't.
You're lucky I'm not very extravagant.
No, you're not at all.
The most extravagant thing I want is sushi.
Yeah, sushi does sound pretty good.
Can we have that for my birthday?
Sure.
Excellent.
Just for you.
So you're just going to sit there and watch
Does
me?
that... Wait, so you said you want sushi for your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter from where, right?
You better not get it from this gas station, jerk. This dude's trying to give me chorro.
No, she said she wanted sushi, so she didn't say from where. I believe that
That's the only extravagance that I request.
The local supermarket has some good selections.
No, I'm good. Never mind.
Have you ever had sushi from a gas station? I have.
I did one time and I will never, ever, ever, ever do that again.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
That's
It
like
wasn't.
playing with that's like playing Russian roulette. Like, no, never again.
Sushi was one of those things that I did not. I thought I would never like,
Mm-hmm.
but I do like it. I enjoyed it. But like I said, I usually try. I wanted to try things at least once.
Did you start eating sushi when you started dating me? Because that's all I eat. Like, if I had a choice, that's all I would eat all the time.
No, I've had it before I met you, but I'm not. When it comes to sushi, I'm not that adventurous.
Oh, I have everything.
Like I'm not trying to eat like when they bring the octopus to your table and they
Oh, no.
they put it on there fresh.
I feel so horrible when the little tentacles are moving. I've never experienced that. Don't want to experience it. I don't like to see it. They're basically already like dead. They're just reacting to the salt. It's like a muscle memory. Just talking about it makes me want to throw up. I'm sorry, guys. That was
I'm sure like out of the 3 people that tuned in, we got probably 1 left.
it's that. Hi, Mom.
I no, but I mean I'll eat certain ones, but like I like anything with like raw fish I won't eat.
Oh, that's my.
No, I won't. No. I'm too paranoid about getting like parasites or something.
I'm sure we already have parasites. We live in America. Our food has parasites in it.
Yuck.
Mm.
I'm not thankful for that at all.
All right, well, let's kick this off then.
All right, well, how should we kick this off? We're talking about being grateful and being ungrateful and
We're like, you call me malagradecida,
yes,
which means ungrateful.
in Spanish.
Yes.
And what would you say? Would you say when you were younger that you were grateful?
Yes and no.
When you were a kid.
Yes and no.
Okay, why yes and why no?
Okay, because I knew my mom worked a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I didn't because I was a brat. I wasn't a brat, really. Well, I was mischievous.
Okay.
So, no, as kids, we don't really realize what our parents go through. Like, we've talked about this before where we used to go to the store, oh, Mom, can I have this? No, we don't have money for it. Or, Mom, can I have this?
I know,
No.
and when you're a kid, you're just thinking they're being mean.
Right. I used to think my mom was horribly mean.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've gotten older, I realized, oh, my mom worked like,
Well, your mom was a single mom.
she was a single mom and she worked crazy long hours to provide for us, So maybe as a little kid, I wasn't grateful, but I knew that we got to do a lot of stuff that the other kids didn't get to do because my mom worked like a horse, and that's not even me insulting her. My mom was a workhorse when she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
She would do her best.
She still was until recently.
Until she had the stroke. My mom loved, well, I don't know if she loved to work, but it's been instilled in her.
Yeah, that's just how she is.
Yeah, my mom's always been a really hard worker. That's one thing that nobody can say my mom wasn't a provider because she did so much, with what she had. We got to go on a lot of trips and vacations, and my mom would work, like, how many hours? I would say my mom would work anywhere from 12 to 14 hours.
Mm. And she worked a night shift, right?
She worked the night shift. Throughout our lives, it changed.
Mm.
I know that when I was getting into trouble and all that stuff, my mom was working overnight. When I was like that age or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, now I appreciate everything that my mom did for us. Because like I said, we went on vacations and when other kids didn't. It was good,
All of you guys seem to have turned out okay.
Somewhat.
For the most part.
For the most part, we're decent human beings.
And then why would you say you weren't grateful? Just because you were just being a typical bratty
kid,
Mm-hmm. And kids don't really realize, like you said.
No, I didn't realize.
Right.
I knew my mom was gone like all of the time. But I don't know what I used to think that, and this is like weird, but I used to think that my mom used to sit at work on a barrel.
Okay.
I don't know what I thought. And then she would tell me that they would go to like lunch break. So I imagined my mom going under her little barrel and getting her food and just eating at the barrel.
What?
I don't know what I was thinking as a kid.
Wow.
No, but as I got older, I realized that my mom really did have a hard job.
Mm.
You know, she traveled at some point. She did everything that she could to provide for us. So,
Right.
you know, back then didn't appreciate it. Now as an adult, I don't know how she did it.
Yeah, it's when I ended up living with my parents after, that,
Stuff.
not so
Yeah.
nice stuff. um, I talked to them, and there was like a bunch of stuff that I didn't realize that, like you said, it was like they were just two people trying to provide for their kids and
Yeah.
trying to keep their bills paid and trying to keep the rent paid. And, when you wanted the frosted flakes or the fruity pebbles and they said no, it wasn't because they were trying to be mean to you. It was they're trying to keep the lights on.
Yeah, it's like pick the store brand, the off brand.
Yeah. So it's like, and you know what? My parents, it was pretty much the same, right? So my dad was a really hardworking guy. He woke up very early in the morning. He was, I mean, up before the sun was up. And my mom, she had her job, and they, I mean, they worked their way from the bottom. I mean, they came here from Puerto Rico, and they didn't have anything. They didn't have a place to stay. They were staying with family members, and
Yeah.
they went from that and got their own place, got their own, vehicles, got established. And then eventually, man, I remember the first time we got a house. It was, I mean, obviously it was a big deal, right? Buying a house is kind of a big deal, but it was
Right.
like we were apartment dwellers for a good chunk of my,
Yeah.
young life. And they got to the point where they can go buy a house. And then I remember they bought a brand new car. It wasn't even like a used car. I think my dad bought it brand new.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I totally appreciate, and I don't know if when's the last time I said this to my parents, but I totally appreciate what they've done. Um, Unfortunately, and I to this day I still feel regret and guilt. And I know people are gonna be like, you shouldn't, or
Yeah.
it's useless, whatever. I get that, but the way things kind of went down, I mean, my parents didn't deserve it. Um,
But you know what? Things happen in life, and sometimes you just gotta come to terms with it. You know.
and I
Yes.
think, I've pretty much come to terms with it.
Mhm.
I mean, things are are I don't want to say back to normal because there's still issues, right? Like we don't really speak as much as I'd like to, or we should. I mean, all the hatchets are buried, and everything is good. It's just I think the issue right now is the connection thing.
But
Hmm.
and
I think I know where this is going.
it's a two-way street.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, but I don't blame them at all.
No, and I'm not saying you should, but
No.
the phone works both ways. You know. I tell that to my mom sometimes when she's like, "Why haven't you called me?" Well, you have a phone. You can reach out to me whenever you need something.
Yeah, I was never really the type to like hunt people down, though. You know what I
No,
mean?
but if you want a relationship with someone,
I mean, I have reached out a couple times and not really heard back.
well, maybe we should visit.
Yeah, we were visiting on the regular and we kind of stopped.
Well, I mean,
we had a kind of a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. You just got to make the effort.
Yeah.
And, um, yeah, but back to kind of the subject, man, you don't know how much I appreciate my family. Like, especially when I was going through some rough stuff there. They, all the bad things, all the not so nice things, whatever that happened throughout the years, it wasn't even an issue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my parents are great people, and I appreciate them. And I guess on the flip side of that, I mean, I was your typical kid, right? Getting into stuff, and oh, my parents are so mean because they won't buy me Megatron from the Transformers. That was the one toy that would refuse to
You
buy me.
almost made me spit out my tea.
To this day, I'm cross about that. But you know what? That's fine. When I got my adult money, I bought one. It was good too. Well, actually, you know what? I bought it's not the exact one.
Yeah.
But it's 'cause I'm telling you, when you get older and you have big people money, it's again, it kind of mirrors the thing we were saying about how your parents were like not buying you the Frosted Flakes because they're trying to pay the mortgage.
Yeah, they were buying you the crusty munchies.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not paying $300 to $500 for a toy. That's insane.
Yeah.
So I kind of went the cheap route, and I appreciate that I was able to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for a lot of stuff. I mean, the fact that we got up this morning, I'm thankful for. You know what I mean? You got another day to either have some kind of disaster or like a triumph. Just thankful for, of course, Gloria and
Say that again.
moving on. Thankful for my truck, even though it needs work, and thankful that I'm just there's so many. I think a lot of us kind of get lost in the like the lack.
Yeah,
What do you think?
absolutely. Um, are we going to the ungrateful now, or are we just
We're just kind of talking in general.
Okay, in general. So,
Like I was just saying, like people focus on what they don't have
yeah,
or what they want.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, like this year has been kind of rough. We've had
Well, not as rough as the previous year.
no, nothing. Well, I mean,
Well, our 2024 was kind of, well, minus the wedding.
we had a lot of bad things happen.
Yeah, there was like that year ended like not good.
No, and this year ended on a sad note. Obviously, my grandmother passed a few weeks ago. Well,
No, it's
3 months now.
No, has it been that long? I don't remember.
Between 2 and 3 months. I lost track of time, and I'm sorry. It's not because I don't care. It's just my days are mushed.
Yeah, everything's just been crazy.
Yeah, but I am very sad that my grandmother passed, but I am very grateful that I spent as much time as I could with her.
Mm-hmm.
Not only the 14 years, but towards the end of her days. I'm very thankful for that. And obviously I'm thankful for you being so understanding and, allowing me the time, the space, and, a shoulder to, grieve and go through all my crazy emotions because I've been a little, off kilter lately, more than usual. So yeah, I am very thankful, that I had a good conversation with her before she passed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also thankful for, the medical staff that helped her. The nurses, the doctors that she had while she was in the hospital.
Yeah, from all the stuff that you were telling me about that, it seemed like everybody was very, very good, very
Yeah.
caring, very, they really tried to.
Yeah, I have, well, maybe the hospice wasn't so great. The nurses were kind of not that great, but the staff from the facility itself,
Mhm.
I can't begin to thank them enough for just, they were awesome. So, so awesome. I'm also thankful that my mother is doing a lot better, health wise. I was scared that my mom was gonna have another stroke not too long ago. But she's on the mend.
That's
She's up
good.
and up. She's walking around more,
Mhm.
being more social. Um, as usual, I'm always thankful for you, obviously, and for our Jordan. We haven't talked about him, but we will at some point. I'm thankful for the house, the car, like everything.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna not make this so like sad and stuff, but when you lose someone, you appreciate everything. And I have always known that I'm like lucky to have not lucky, that luck has nothing to do with it. You know, um just grateful, like you said, for everything. I savor everything. I know people get annoyed with me because I'm just like, in the moment all the time,
Mhm.
but sometimes we just have to sit down and be in the moment and experience that moment without the pressures of work and coworkers and bills, and just live in the moment, because moments are very quick.
It's funny. Something that hit me when you were just speaking is like one thing that people don't do is like, well, that they do is take things for granted.
Right.
And then when something's taken away from you, then that's when you realize like, oh, this is what I had. Now it's gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Like that's why you need to live. Well, that's why you need to kind of like be in the now, appreciate what you have now, because you
Right.
don't know when it's gonna be taken away from you.
Yeah.
You don't know when. Be grateful that you can pay your bills. Be grateful you have that card. Be grateful you have that, loved one or whatever. You don't know when that stuff's gonna be taken away from you.
No, and it's crazy how much time like passes, and I never realized that I was with my grandmother for that long until she passed, and I didn't know what to do
Yeah, it's
afterwards.
quite a long time,
That is.
14 years.
Plus, she was my grandmother. She's been in my life all of my life, So not only the 14 years that I miss, but it's everything else about her.
Mhm.
But yes, I am very thankful for my mom, my brothers, you, everything.
And I'm grateful for you, my dear.
Oh, how sweet. Now let's talk about ungratefulness.
When's the last time you've been ungrateful about something?
I don't know, because I genuinely,
It's funny, right? You don't think about it like that, right? Like what I haven't I been ungrateful or grateful for.
no, like I said, in general, not only because it's about around like Thanksgiving right now or anything, but like I've always made it a point to be grateful for things, because I've gone without things, I've experienced things, I've lived through things. So
Hmm.
I try to be grateful for everything. I say that all the time. You know,
Right.
I will always remind Joel, when he's having a bad day, like,
Yeah, you always.
I do. And I genuinely try to live my life that way, um, just being thankful for everything. Even if somebody does something small and insignificant, to me, it means everything, because that small act
Hmm.
can change somebody's day,
Yeah.
or it changes my day.
Yeah.
Think about like, and I don't expect this, but when you come home and you bring me something, or
I like how she prefaced that.
no, or when you buy me something that I'm not expecting and it just shows up at the door,
Hmm.
like, I always tell you, like, oh, you don't have to do that. Like, I appreciate it. Thank you. But, you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, it makes my day when you do those things, when it's unexpected, when it's something from your heart, those things are the important things to me, not, all the other stuff.
Very well said.
Yes. Can you think of a moment when you've been ungrateful?
Well, the first thing that popped into my mind was that day that I ran away from home. I mean,
Oh, I thought we were talking about like recent, like now as adults.
well, it could be either or.
Oh,
It could have been either.
okay.
I was just generally asking.
Right. Okay.
Um, I mean, in recent times, maybe I should say, like when you say go to work or whatever, and you complain about work, right? It's like at least you're working.
Yeah, I tell you that all the time.
Especially in this day and age, how the job market is just trash and
People are getting laid off.
people are
Companies
losing their
closing.
jobs, and I mean it's trash. But yeah, but at the same time, I catch myself right when like I said, lately I've been
Getting better.
I'm getting better at
Yes.
it. But I always catch myself like, you know what? This may not be the ideal thing right now, but I'm paying my bills.
Right.
It's, helping us out, whatever, until the next one, right?
Right.
You just take one day at a time and then, whatever happens.
I'm a huge believer in what you just said. And I always tell you it's one day at a time. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about Wednesday.
Well, tomorrow doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't.
Right?
Right. So you have to worry about what's in front of you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Again, savor those cherries.
What?
I don't know.
That was kind of deep, but I don't know where that came from.
I don't know either.
Savor the cherries. That's another glowism.
Yes, savor the cherries.
I can see T-shirts right now. Savor the cherries. Who would you say in your life, and this can be anyone,
Okay.
and maybe I shouldn't ask this because, I mean, we don't have to name names or anything like that.
Yeah.
You can just generally answer.
Okay.
Who deserves more gratitude from you?
Who deserves more gratitude from me?
Yeah.
I would say mom.
Okay.
My mom.
Why would you say that?
Because, I haven't, in the past, before my mom got sick, I did not have a lot of patience for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a very patient person as it is.
That's not true. As I patiently wait.
No, but I'm not. I'm a gentle person. I'm a nice person, but I have zero tolerance for patience. Like I'm not the best patient person.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom knows how to push my buttons sometimes.
Okay. Do you think that's on purpose though, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. Like I said, we had a very bad relationship. Not bad. It was just, yeah, it was bad when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it was my doing. Part of it was her, trying to parent me. Trying, bold letters. Because I don't like to be told what to do. It was a lot of headbutting.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of the people would be my mom.
That's valid.
Yeah, I think so. That and the cat.
What? The cat that makes your face swollen?
Yeah.
The easy answer is my parents, right?
Yeah.
I think they deserve more gratitude than what they got.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly do appreciate it. I appreciate them. I really can't think of, and well, I mean, I'm sure there's other people that I can say, but I mean, for myself, my parents, I would say.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's important. I mean, and it's funny how, like, we were just talking about how, like your adult life starts to mirror your parents' life, right? Kind of. You would say that, or no? You kind of looked at me all crazy.
No, my life is completely different than what my mom's.
Well, the way I mean that is when you're an adolescent or a kid, you depend on them. And then
Depend on you later on in life.
well, the roles flip for sure, especially when your parents are getting older.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, when you become an adult and you have your own bills and your own, everything gets put kind of into perspective. And then it's
Yeah.
like the realizations when I lived with my parents, it was like, oh, okay, that's why, they didn't buy us this, or that's why we didn't do this, or
Right.
then you realize, yeah, you relate because it's like you're an adult, you got bills to pay,
Yeah.
you have responsibilities.
Well, the only difference is that we don't have kids, so we
Right.
don't have that responsibility. We buy the toys for ourselves, you know? But I understand what you're saying. You're right.
Hmm.
You know, what would you say if there was somebody in your life that has, in the past, besides your parents,
Hmm.
that has made a difference in your life? Who would that be? And did you ever get a chance to thank them?
Oh, that is a very good question.
Because I am a genius.
I was gonna say something, but I'll let her have that one because that was a good question.
Let me have my moment. I am the host of the show today.
Yeah, did you guys hear that beginning? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than whatever I would do.
Yes. I'm coming for your job.
That's okay. All right. So if anyone influenced me and have I had a chance to thank them? That's
Yeah.
basically what you're asking, right?
Right.
Um, man, off the top of my head, I don't know.
Like you never had a teacher that influenced you or changed your perspective on things, a parent of another friend, or
I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'd have to think about it a little bit. Teachers for sure. Like, I know when I was in school, they encouraged me to write because they thought I was good at it.
yeah.
I think it's just because I know how to make things up. I know how to BS people.
Yes.
Um, but that's almost a given, right? Because that's their job,
Yeah.
right? They're supposed to.
But there's some teachers that can give two craps about.
I mean, that's true. That
Yeah.
goes with anything, but teachers for sure. Um, and I guess that is kind of a thankless job, right?
Yeah. But I'm not referring just to teachers. It could be an uncle, a cousin, a friend, anybody.
Well, you had mentioned uncle, and I did think about him.
Mhm.
I had one uncle that when all the stuff with my family was going down, he was like, he didn't take side. He didn't. How should I say this? He respected what I did. I don't know.
He supported you.
He did. He didn't. He just looked at it kind of in a neutral sense, right? He
Right.
wasn't. He never talked down to me about it. Never scolded me. Never went one way or the other. Right? He was just like he's
Neutral.
Yeah, he was neutral. If anything, he would tell me that basically I was strong because you had a belief in something, you stuck to it, and damn everything, whatever, you did your thing. So he was giving me props in that regard, but
Right.
and I appreciated that because the situation was volatile already, and he wasn't adding to the fire. You know what I mean? He was just kind of like being supportive and just like whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and it kind of sucks that I didn't really get to say thank you for that or anything like that, or talk to him. I know towards the end he had passed away, and yeah, I mean, I would think he'd be one person that I would maybe owe a thank you to.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, there was times where we didn't see eye to eye or whatever, but I mean,
That's everybody,
yeah,
though, at one
family
point or
members,
another.
but I mean, as a whole, and that's kind of the first thing that popped into my head. I don't know if I kind of went off on a tangent or what, but that's my
I'm just
answer.
letting you do your thing.
Just letting me do my thing. That's kind of dangerous.
I know. I would say for me, who would I think? I want to thank everybody that's hurt me and crushed me, because look at me now. I'm thriving. No,
She's thriving. She's on top of the world.
I'm getting there.
We're getting there.
No, I'm joking. I think there's a few teachers that really impacted me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had some really crappy teachers. But I had some really good ones that kind of probably changed the trajectory of the course I was taking.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that I got not expelled. I was forced to either get expelled or drop out from school, from high school. So I went to an alternative school. It was called Young Adult Program, and it was out of Maryville Academy. It was like I don't remember if it was like, I don't want to call it an orphanage but
It was like a home for
youth.
kids that don't read good.
No, don't say that. That's not nice.
You know what that's from.
I know what that's from, but no, they weren't. They were kids who were misplaced, so they didn't have study homes, or
Oh, I get you.
their parents were on drugs, or
Right.
you know what I mean? They were basically wards of the state.
Right.
So there was the coordinator there. His name was Jim Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
Harbaugh. I could never pronounce his last name. But I think he was one of the teachers that after I messed up, and he wasn't my teacher, he was the director of the program.
Mm-hmm.
But I call him a teacher because he really took the time to kind of understand where I was coming from. And at that time, I didn't have a lot of people doing that. And then the more I got involved with the program, I met Susan. She was a social worker there.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve, I think, was the other guy's name, the other social worker. And between the three of them, they really changed my perspective on things. You know, they were the first ones to tell me that things that happened to me weren't my fault and that I was a good person, and just and I feel bad because I ended up that was when my life was out of control and I eventually stopped going there.
Mm.
And then the program got moved, or I don't remember what happened to the program. But I lost touch with them, you know.
Mm.
And I always wish that I would have been able to find them. But back then, we didn't have like the stuff that we have now, like Facebook and,
Right.
you know, so I lost track of them. I mean, I don't know if they're even still around anymore because they were older,
Oh, man.
you know. And I'm talking when I was like 15 and I'm like in my 40s now. And they were my age around, you know. Jim was retired at that point.
That's probably in the 60s.
Yeah, at that time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure he's passed on and stuff. But I've always wanted the opportunity that if they were still around, really wanted to take the time to like thank them.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the kindness and a lot of those things kind of took place there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I learned, you know,
Right.
that I was in a safe space.
So you'd say it was very formative being there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Gloria, I'm going to ask you something.
Okay.
When life doesn't go your way or it gets messy,
Mm-hmm.
are you the type that looks for the positive, the silver linings, or do you go through your basic like
Ah,
complaint?
shucks.
Yeah,
That really stinks.
complaints or whatever.
That's not how I complain. My words are a little bit more
Yeah,
colorful.
my words are colorful when I complain.
Depends on what it is.
Uh-huh.
If it's something that I did, I automatically will try to take responsibility sometimes.
Mm.
Sometimes. But
You can't blame everything on the dog.
no, I can't, unfortunately. But we have other animals that I could blame.
Yeah. The cats.
No, but um I really try to live my life in as peaceful because like I said, you can come for me, you can talk to me negatively or whatever, and it doesn't bother me. But if you mess with my peace,
Mhm.
that's a whole different. Like, I don't like drama. I
Right.
really don't. Um, I kind of. It depends what it is. I mean, if it's an emotional thing, I go through my emotions. Like anybody else.
Yeah.
I might throw an adult tantrum or whatever. But eventually I'll be like, okay, this is gonna work out for me because I'm learning this, I'm learning that. Now I know who this person is. Now I know what the situation is. Before when I was younger, I used to react off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot first and ask questions later. I'm still like that, but I'm not violent, which is different.
Okay.
I'm not as angry as I was,
Right.
in my younger years. I've learned to control my temper. I do have my temper moments like everybody else,
Sure.
but it's rare. How many times do I actually have an actual?
Oh, you don't really blow up.
It's rare. I don't blow up and I don't nag. Those are my two biggest things. Why? Because I enjoy my peace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again, it depends on the situation. I always try to look at the bright side
Right.
after going through my emotions because I'm a human.
Right.
What about you?
Admittedly, I'm getting better at looking for the positive in things,
Right?
which I always strive to do. Right. I don't. Oh, I'm like I used to be gloomy, doomy, and whatever.
Yeah, I remember we were going through stuff when you were going.
Yeah, and I've gotten a lot better.
Definitely. It's an improvement.
But I used to. So in present times, I'd say I look more into the positive and the silver lining.
Of course.
The old me would have been like, oh, typical. Oh, here we go again. Oh, complain, 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 right?
Yeah.
And which complaining isn't really going to do anything for you.
Plus, it annoys me.
What else do I do that annoys you?
No, not just you in general. Like,
It is annoying.
I've had people in the past
Mm.
that always look for the negative in
Oh,
everything.
Yeah, it's funny too, right? Because I know people like that they always got to say something negative.
And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah,
How, like,
sure.
I'll be happy and excited and I'll be like, "Da, da, da, da," and they'll
they
be
gotta
like,
say something.
they have to give you that, that little, oomph. But yeah, I try not to listen to that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But I mean, one last question before we close this one out. Is there anytime you have caught yourself being ungrateful,
Yes.
and what did you do about it?
Like I said, I check myself. Just like I check you,
Mm.
I check myself. And I do that, Um, like I said, I try to live my life as peaceful and as honest as possible.
Right.
I'm not always honest because I'm a human.
Okay.
Nobody's ever 100% honest. But, you have to take it for what it is.
Right.
I don't know. I just always try to check myself. Like, I will check myself if I say something out of pocket. Maybe not in that moment, But eventually I'll sit down and be like, man, that was kind of harsh, or I shouldn't have said that. And I'll come back and apologize. I've done it before
Yeah.
with you, with other people. I have answer that question, and I have one question for you, and then I think we'll close out.
Go ahead. I was just hacking up along over here. Sorry,
No,
guys.
you go ahead and answer the question.
Have I caught myself being ungrateful? Yes, I have. And I'm like you, I try to call myself out. Like, hey, like perfect example, like we were talking about the job thing, right? Like complaining about something in the job. Hey, you're working. Hey, worry about yourself.
Yeah.
Uh, there was a time, I mean, this job that I have now, I had to take because I was unemployed because I had lost my job.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think about that. I'm like, I could still be unemployed.
Oh man, that would be a disaster.
Yeah. So it's like, at least I'm working.
I say that all the time.
So yeah, I like you, I try to, you know what? All right. People get aggravated. People say things they don't mean. People say, and that happens, right? But you need to reel it back in. Like you can't, what people do is they just let it like fester and
Right.
ruin everything, like
Yeah.
and spread. And instead of doing that, okay, complain, say what you're gonna say, cuss, do whatever you're gonna do. Okay, fine. Like you said, we're humans, right?
Right.
But let that out. Then take a deep breath. Realize what's going on. That you're there, you're working, you're, whatever, and then move on. Like, it's you're in better position than some other people are. You know what I mean?
Always, yes.
I mean,
Mm.
so yeah. I mean, I same. I have my moments where, forget this and blah blah blah, but I try to check myself on site instead of letting that negativity take over, that ungratefulness take over. That's what I try to do. And I like I said, and I keep saying it sound like a broken record, but I've been getting better and better and better at a lot of that stuff.
I can attest to that.
So yeah, that's my answer.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. I appreciate you.
One more question.
Oh, you had one more question? Go ahead. I'm sorry, love.
What are you eating me for my birthday? No, I'm kidding. Vida.
I have a couple things in mind.
No, babe. I'm just joking.
No, I'm not.
I did have a question though.
Yes.
How do you deal with somebody who's ungrateful?
I try to point out what the reasons are to be grateful. That's what I try to do.
That's what you're trying to do?
Well, yeah, like say if somebody came up to me and started complaining about something, and I was just thinking about how you have those people that you talk to, coworkers or friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just kind of nod your head and with anything they say.
That's what I was gonna. That was gonna be my answer. I usually, if it's not somebody in my immediate circle,
Mm-hmm.
I will let them act how they're gonna act. It's like you want to make an ass of yourself, and
you can't change people.
No, you can't. But I mean, if it's a relative or a friend or somebody that I'm close to, I'm gonna be like, look, check yourself,
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll close out with that. Also, it's my birthday month, people.
Yes.
Shower me with love and gifts. I'm kidding.
You have enough. You have me.
I have everything I need.
See, exactly.
I do.
She just needs me. What? You should see the look I'm getting right now.
I also need $6 million.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd be happy with $10 right now. All right, guys, we're gonna leave it there. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you as always. Don't forget to visit the website at sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. and shoot us an email if you have any questions, comments, or the like. Sessions and lessons mail at gmail.com. Don't forget the socials at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. And if you go on TikTok, we have an actual chat. You would search, I think, Sessions and Lessons TikTok, and you'll find us. Join us there and have some fun. And do you have anything else to add, Gloria?
A few things. If for some reason you don't feel like emailing us or sharing your information, we don't do any of that, by the way. You can always go to the website, go down to the drop-down menu, and look for the contribute button. There you guys can contribute anything you guys wish. Jokes, stories, something you want to talk about.
Complaints about Gloria.
Complaints about ungrateful Joel. No, seriously. And I'd just like to remind you guys that we are available for downloading and streaming on all major platforms. So look for us, interact with us, try to help us make this thing grow. You know, the bigger we get, the better the shows will be. Not that they're not awesome now, but they could be better.
There's always room for improvement.
Absolutely. And on that note, we'll see you guys later.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Thanks for listening. Spread the word. We will see you on the next episode.
Bye.